This just recently happened, like a couple weeks ago. So, I'm black. Thank you. That's what I said. No. I'm black, you know what I'm saying? I'm very black. I mean, not necessarily in skin tone, but you know what I'm saying, in my centeredness. Yeah, so, I'm black as hell. I'm also a woman as fuck. I'm also gay as hell. Yeah. These are all things, and it's like multiplicitous in all of its glory, and that's how I feel all the time, most of the time, until some fuck shit happens. So let me tell you about this fuck shit. So I'm in a class called Black Social Political Thought, and I'm an English African American Studies double major. I finished up my English major last semester. Thank you. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to take all these classes. It's gonna be all these black people. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So I'm in class. This guy, he's teaching his lecture. He's a black man, and then he says this sentence. He says, the greatest like political thinkers always said, race first, gender second. And I'm like, I'm never a black person and then a woman. I'm usually both at the same time because literally I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? So I raised my hand and I'm like, actually, no. And so he's like, nah, you're wrong. You gotta make sure that you unify. You know, we gotta be unified and we gotta have the same end goal. If you coming in, you a feminist first, if you fight for LGBT rights first, then that means we gonna be divided. And I'm like, you a black man saying this right now. Like, I thought we was cool. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was cool. So like, having to deal with that, like, fucked my whole day up. Because, like, not only was I arguing with this man back and forth, but also, I was arguing with everybody else in the class, too. So I'm sitting here. This is the only African American Studies course that I've been to that was mostly men. Because, like, the school is mostly women. So I'm in a classroom with mostly men, and none of the women are saying anything. Because they're scared. You know what I'm saying? But, like, at the end of the class, they're, like, turning around to me, like, and I'm like, damn, it's a shame that you didn't feel like you could really raise your hand and say some shit right now. Because you have people, all these men turning around, like, basically spitting at me, you know, just venom. And it was just like one of the wildest moments ever. And then it's like, you go into these, like, white queer spaces or white feminist spaces, right? And then they're always just like, yeah, like, I didn't even realize. It's like, yeah, we're all women at the end of the day. Well, they don't even say that. What do white people say instead of at the end of the day? Penultimately, no, I don't know. We're all women. Like, you're a woman, I'm a woman. Let's put race aside and let's fight for our own liberation. I was like, you can vote before me. So, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So anyway, that's just been something that's been on my mind a lot. So it's like, themes like that are going to come up more in the set. Most specifically in this poem right now. All right, let's do this. I wake up with an apology already forming in my mouth. This is what it means to be a contradiction. Too black to be a woman and not man enough to be black. This is what it means to occupy a vacant space. Have everyone slash each cross-stitched intersection of my identity with a straight blade. Tell me to pick one label or none at all. But ain't I a woman? When a black man tells me I'm too thick for my own good, when he follows me down the street, when I say no in 3 different octaves, ain't I a woman? When a white girl in my class calls us we, speaks of a universal need, says woman is the new black, talks picket signs like I've never marched before, talks injustice like I never met a cop before. When she hushes me, then speaks on my behalf, ain't I a woman? Ain't I a woman when the moon is full? When my mother rolls my naps in her palms, my father shouts Harambe 7 times on New Year's Day. Ain't I been writing this poem for 3 years straight? Ain't Sojourner Truth been doing the same? Ain't Bell Hooks? Ain't Intozaki Shange? Ain't this a story that never makes the news? The vacant space that fills the airwaves, the silence of unwritten eulogies. Ain't this Liberia? Ain't this Haiti? Ain't this North Philly? Didn't a white girl closed mouth smile at me today? Tell me I'm beautiful, then hack apart my body, wear my lips, ass, and hair like a costume. Didn't she sell all 13 of my children and lynch my husband? Didn't she ask me to be quiet one too many times? Didn't I bruise a black man's ego swole today? Ask him to stop calling my scars sacrifices, calling my suffering an inconvenience, a blemish on the black man's movement, as if MLK didn't suck milk from a black woman's tit. But ain't I a bitch? Ain't I bitter? Ain't I divisive by accident? Don't I complicate the revolution with all my grievances? Ain't I still grieving? Ain't this my middle finger? Ain't I finally done apologizing? I am not an obstacle to navigate through. I'm the reason you are breathing. The feet that trod out the path, even the light that subverted all your darkness. Am I not the pulse of every one of your revolts? Ain't I a woman? Ain't I a woman? Ain't this a rhetorical question?